cut me down, but it's you who have further to fall. Ghost town, haunted love. Raise your voice, sticks and stones may break my bones. Talking loud, not saying much. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, ricochet, you take your aim. Far away. Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am
Welcome back, everybody, to the fabulous and historic HotBox and the fabulous and historic Ming Lounge in the even more fabulous and historic Republic Cafe. I am your host, Christopher Boatwright. Joining me tonight is your regular co-hostess, Hannah S.K. Everybody give it up for Hannah. All right, everybody, all right. Oh my goodness. Who's had a bad week? Anybody in here had a bad week this week?
Not me.
Everybody's had a good week? There's a positive attitude, man. I'll tell you, were there people out there that had bad weeks this week? There's people out there. There's a guy in Britain, in London, just had his upper lip and 2/3 of his nose removed because of a case of infectious thrush. Anybody know what thrush is? We all know what thrush is in the room? Dirty Chiner, that's right. Thrush is high school herpes. You know what I'm talking about? Thrush happens, you guys. How many life choices do you have to make that are bad for you, but good for some lucky dirty person where you get infectious thrush on your face to the point where they have to remove half the front of your fucking head? I don't know, man. He's an unlucky guy, but there have been a lot of really unlucky, unwashed women in central London, I think, because of that guy. It's here for national health care, everybody. Get that thrush off the face, everybody. Get the thrush off the face. It's kind of gross, it's kind of dirty, kind of bad. I don't know what we need in this country. I don't know what's wrong in this place. I mean, I'm not going to go that all. I'm not a MAGA guy. That's not my scene, man, on the other end of the spectrum. But I definitely think there are problems in this country. I think there's something missing. I'm not a religious person. I'm not a spiritual. I'm not a believer. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that saints are kind of cool.
Yeah.
Saints are kind of cool, right? I think we need new saints. I think we absolutely need some fucking new saints in this country. Like,
You're always getting stabbed or burned or...
Saints, well, that's the thing, is the end of
That's
his...
a tough life.
Well, that's the saints. People today have a tough life. We actually have to step it up. Maybe we could, like, tone down the martyrdom and just, contemporize what saints do. You know, I got a couple of saint suggestions. I'll give them to you throughout the evening, all right? First saint. Gloria of the public transit. Gloria of the public transit. Wonderful person, Gloria of the public transit. You know, Gloria of the public transit is the person who has their fucking bus pass ready for them, right? When they get on the thing, they're not programming it in. They're not trying to save 2 minutes by dialing the phone, doing the app, right? But Gloria, that's a perfect saint for today, man. I think let's give it up for Gloria. Gloria of the public transit, everybody. I guess her martyrdom would be like sitting next to a man spreader. That would be like how she was first martyred. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Let's give it up, everybody. Let's give it up for the walkthrough crew. Yeah, let's give it up. Woo! Duck Dynasty's in the hizzy. All right, you guys. Coming up to the stage is somebody who's been fired up in here, keeping it going. He is the co-host of the Goldblum Room, one of the hottest podcasts taken up in America. One of the top 50 podcasts in Oregon dedicated specifically to Jeff Goldblum. And he hosts the number 1 or possibly number 2 podcast dedicated to James Fitzmaurice. Let's give it up. Is it the number 1 podcast? The polls have just come in. Let's give it up for the number 1 host of the number 1 podcast about himself, Mr. James Fitzmaurice, everybody!
Who loves you, baby? Thanks, Bo. Right? Yeah, we're actually number 1 now. I posted in the... Is anyone in the crowd named James, by any chance? Do we have any Jameses in the audience tonight? Alright, well, this might not be as relatable to you guys, but I have a show about the Jameses. It's James-related content. Anyway, we're number 1. Just recently. I got well, if you follow the James subreddit, we're the highest rated post, so... Pretty good. Boatwright was talking about how we need some new saints. He's totally right, and I got a good first suggestion. How about fucking Kobe? Am I right? Saint Kobe, right? He deserves it. Because do you know what it takes to become a saint? Do you know what the qualifications are? You gotta, it's not as hard as you would think, but it's harder than you would think also. You gotta perform or have performed in your name 2 miracles. Is plexiglass not glass? Is that what that guy's saying right there? Is that true?
It's plastic.
It's plastic? Alright, well. This guy doesn't know. This guy doesn't know glass from plexiglass over here. What a maroon. Yeah, what a nincompoop. But what was I talking about?
Saints.
The Saints, Saint Kobe. So if you think about it, it's like how many miracles were performed. Think about those shots. Kobe, right? He's the patron saint of the last second shot. That's as good as Saint Michael in my book, Anyway, that wasn't even. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. I bought this jacket yesterday. I'm all happy. I got this jacket yesterday. So happy about it because it's a cool jacket. But I was thinking about like back in the day when you'd buy a jacket, because I was looking at it's kind of a jacket that looks like maybe you'd own it a long time ago. Like in those cowboy days, Back then, when you're buying clothes, like now we buy clothes real cavalier, like, I'll buy a shirt, Back then, you buy a shirt, that's your shirt, That's every day, It makes you you'd have to be more cautious about your decisions, Like, you really got to pick out that shirt, right? You don't want to stick out like a sore thumb, There's two. You buy a purple shirt, everyone's wearing green shirts, all of a sudden you're a purple shirt guy, And even worse back in the day with those hats, because every guy wore a hat, and they all had kind of the same hat. If you got, all of a sudden your hat's too brown, your brown hat, you lost your name, your brown hat. Back in the day. And what's even worse, you buy that hat, you realize your mistake, now you gotta wait until you wore out your hat. You can't be frivolously just buying new hats, you gotta wait until it's, I don't even really know how you wear a hat out. Like with jeans, I get like the knees, you scuff the knees, right? But a hat, not a lot of wear and tear on a hat. Mostly wear, not a lot of tear. Not like rubbing it, bumping into stuff. So, anyway, I was thinking about that. Thinking about hats. They say you lose 80% of the heat out the top of your head, right? You ever hear that? But what about your neck? You ever think about that? Doesn't even have any hair on it practically, maybe just a little. It's just bare back there, exposed to the elements. Unless you count your neck as part of your head. Where do you draw the line, When does your neck become your head? Think about it next time you're looking in the mirror. For some of us, it's less obvious than others. You know that song, No Woman, No Cry by Bob Marley? It's like, no woman, no cry. Sounds like the best of both worlds to me. Hey, no woman and no cry? Sweet! Kick up my feet, eat some candy. You ever see those videos of those early flying machines? It's like a guy on a bike and he's like flapping like a whip, like a bird. You ever watch those? You guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Have you ever seen like a one that was a big kite. You know, like a big kite. Like a 100-foot kite, you know? And you're like in the middle of it, like Jesus. You got a guy on the other end with a string going. Did you ever see that? Did you ever see anyone try that one? Seems dangerous, but so did a lot of those other ideas. And think about how fun it would be. Way up there in the sky. If the kite was big enough, you know, maybe you'd feel safe. Till that gust of wind comes. Watch out for a big tree, am I right? Alright, you guys have been pretty good. I've been James Fitz. Thank you very much.
Let's keep it going for James Fitz. Never entirely sure what I'm laughing at when James Fitz is going up. That's okay though. Yeah, me and James have a podcast called The Goldblum Room. It's about Jeff Goldblum. You guys know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You got the hat. You relate to James. You want to explain to him how hats get worn out? Or have you had that hat for several years?
How hats get worn out?
Yeah.
You wear them.
Yeah, but they don't get wear and tear, right? The tear. I can't follow up his material. I have no idea what he's talking about. Like, it's very confusing. But yeah, we have a podcast together. I have a nice rapport on the internet. I have this YouTube video that you guys have probably seen. It's the #1 search result when you type this in. When you type in, guy drinks his own puke from toilet. Have you guys have seen it, right? It's got almost 3,000 views in 8 to 10 years. It's doing well, but you guys have definitely, I know you guys have fucking seen it. It's basically, it's exactly how it sounds. It's my friend taking a scoop of his own puke out of the toilet and drinking it. Yeah. It's very exciting stuff. It's very cool. I just think it'd be funny, like obviously we were wasted when this happened, right? But like I think it'd be hilarious if we were sober when this happened. You know, like if my friend was like at home with the flu, and I came over, you know, to like help take care of him, and he's in the bathroom throwing up. He's like, "Hey, come in here." Like, all right. He's like, I'm like, all right. You need like some water? What's going on? Or whatever. He's like, bring your camera. Like, wait, what? Like, it was just like some medical thing he has going on here, and I walk in there, and I'm like, oh, what's going on? He's like, I'm gonna take this Solo cup, and I'm gonna dip it in the toilet, I'm gonna drink this shit. Like, Jesus Christ, how high is your fever? This can't be good for your fever. I just think it'd be funny if like that became the next cinnamon challenge, you know? Because he puked it back up. You know, like what if like after Tide Pods, I'm like, fuck it, like anything could be a fucking YouTube challenge. Anyways, all right, guys. Our next comic doubles as Spider-Man. Everybody, give it up for Parker.
Parker!
Yes, Parker. Okay, all right, Parker.
Thank you. Well, this is the second theme evening in a row. Right. Last time was Valentine's Day, and now we've got nominees for sainthood. I have one. It just worked out that way. That's good. So, like, what does Walt Disney and Mother Teresa have in common? What? They both won the Presidential Medal of Freedom. And so, you can win it. Bill Gates won it. Musicians, performers, actors, William Holden won it. Lots of people won it. And so it's a broad definition of freedom, I guess, right? All kinds of artistic and industrial and all of that. So the latest recipient is Rush Limbaugh. You got it at the State of the Union address. So I thought, well, it didn't seem right at first. And then I got to thinking about how he stretches the definitions of freedom in ways that other people never really have. For example, has a lot of freedom of vernacular. He coins different words like feminazi. Well, he didn't coin that. He popularized that term. And half-African, half African American for Obama. He lusts after, just about anybody. He said that he liked the women's, he appreciated the women's movement as long as they were walking ahead of him. And then he said that if a gay guy turns his back on you, he's giving you an invitation. So I guess if Russia's got your back, he's going to be serious about it. And, so he said that people who smoke ought to be admired and encouraged by society because tobacco is heavily taxed, generates a lot of tax revenues and stuff for children's hospitals and things. And so he really thought he deserved a medal for smoking. Well, I can't argue with that either. So he also said that in terms of freedom of ownership, I guess, that in his world, there's only one human race, and if you're not white, you're going to come in second. But it's okay, because according to Rush, the white race has been guilty of less slavery than all the other races. We keep it in perspective, I guess. So it's really a lot of nonsense, except that it's deadly. So I wrote a song for him getting his medal. Take a while, real quick. Standing here believing it's me you ain't deceiving. You're saying what I wanted to know. I could have done some thinking, but it's easy, you're just drinking and listening to the talk radio. If Rush Limbaugh sticks in your craw, you ought to change the channel, just twist the dial. Change the channel, but I didn't do so, and I didn't do so. He's the hater you love, he's the fist in a glove. He's a man with a plan, understand, well, he's always right behind you when push comes to shove. Political polemics can get you in extremities with people who will never agree. And I know who to quote, and I know it all by rote. Can't argue with a celebrity talking that way. He's had my say, I didn't need to think on my own, so I didn't do that. Didn't need to think on my own, so I didn't do that, and I didn't do so. He's a breath of hot air, always balanced and fair. He's a man feminists can't stand. He's one who makes the liberals tear out their hair. A man for every reason, he's fighting against reason, and he's the one you should believe. And if he does offend you, he's got the wrong agenda, and you're a threat to security. Speech isn't free when you're on TV. You need to get a sponsor, but I didn't do that. Get a sponsor, just say what they say, but I didn't say so. If you know who to bash, there's somebody with cash. If you take right stand to the man, well, there's always some of the bastard who believe all that trash. But I'm standing here believing it's me you ain't deceiving. You're saying what I wanted to know. Saying what I wanted to know. Thank you.
Parker, everybody! Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Good set, buddy. Let's keep it going, everybody, for Parker! Oh, man. It's always, like, I said this before to Parker, that it's always such a bummer that to find somebody who's good at more than just talking into a microphone and thinking they're cool, you know? Oh, that takes fucking work. Oh, it's the worst. Oh, man, you guys. Tell you guys a little bit about myself. I am an unmedicated paranoid psychotic. How you doing? How you doing? I know it seems like when I say that I'm like required by a court of law to tell people that within a certain distance. Like, hey, you're within 30 feet of me. I'm an unmedicated paranoid psychotic. But there's a reason why I tell people, I tell people that because one, as a paranoid, I know you're talking about it anyways, all right? I already know you're talking about me. But also, I just really enjoy the look on people's faces when you share that with them, It's like if I could be like a pedophile for just a minute, just like I wouldn't want to be a pedophile for the pedophile part of it, but just the telling people you're the pedophile thing, I think that sounds fucking hilarious. Like, just like, I don't know, like the guy who pulls a prank at a funeral, I don't know, that seems like a cool guy to me, could be. I was at a party one time. Worst people on the face of the earth are at parties, by the way, I avoid them from here on out. They avoid me mostly. I was at a party one time. It's a Christmas party. You guys ever do that thing where it's like, what they call a white elephant gift? Don't give anything more than $12 or $20, whatever the fuck it is, right? Always one fucking asshole who ruins that, right? Oh, well, I'm not gonna see him again. You fucking pricks. Do it outside. But anyways, I'm at this party, and are there rich people in this room right now? Don't worry, we won't attack you. No rich people in this room? All right, good. So. Mostly it's my kind of people in this room, right? You understand, like, what money can do for people, what a little bit of money can do for people. I'm at this party, and one of the white elephant gifts that these people give to their niece and nephew, it's an envelope, and it's got like 20 lottery tickets in it or something like that. Some 20 lottery tickets, just like kind of a tacky fucking gift, like you might win something, maybe $5. And they scratch it off, and they scratch one off, and it's like, holy shit, man, $14,000. Fucking lottery winner right there. $14,000. That's not like $1 million, okay? It's $14,000 when you don't have a lot of fucking money. When you have maybe $1,000 in the bank, that's a lot of goddamn fucking money, right? And then they start laughing, the relatives that gave it to them, and it's a fucking fake lottery ticket. It's a fake fucking. All right, thank God. I want to bless all of you people for realizing what a fucking shitty thing that is to do. And there's no joke to that. I just want to say that right now, if I'm on a jury and you murk some motherfucker for doing some shit like that, not guilty, fool. Not guilty. Not fucking guilty. I will nullify the shit out of that verdict. I'm not even joking around. It's worst people in the world. Nobody who's poor has that thought to do something like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's right.
No, nobody who's been fucking hungry had that thought. Nobody who's been like cheering themselves up about beans and rice has fucking never made that fucking kind of comment, that kind of play. You know what I mean? Right on. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. Cool. Just checking it out. I wasn't sure if she was going to the bathroom, and then I was going to give her shit. Like, are you taking a beer to the bathroom with you? It seems efficient. Whatever, You guys coming to the stage. Let's give it up for one of our regular hotboxers. Go back here. He's even sober this week compared to last week. I mean, you're not sober, but compared to last week, that was fucking brutal. Did you watch your set from last week?
Yeah.
Did you, is that why you're more sober this week? Because it was like, it's a moment. I'll take this. No?
I liked a lot of my set last week.
Did you really? Were you drunk when you watched it, though?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that fucking helps you guys. In fact, I would just recommend power drinking right now for the rest of this fucking 7-minute set. Let's give it up for my buddy, the man with the mustache that makes mine look fucking ass, Mr. Thomas McCrone!
Best part was I really thought I killed last week. I was excited to watch last week. That's the best part about alcoholism is typically you just hear the stories and they sound awesome. But typically that's how you're like ruining someone's engagement party. Yeah. You're like, you try to rebaptize a kid It's probably not invited to any like risks. Yeah. Big fan of the Bible, mostly because I like to argue against Christians. Like if you try to convert me to Christianity, I'm going to try and convert you to either Islam or Scientology. Just depends on how I'm feeling that morning. I really do want to have fuck you money someday and just like start being a Scientologist. Just to get the end of the rope and switch out their fucking like whole bad science fiction with like Battlestar Galactica. And that would all be worth it. It's like, yeah, it makes sense now. Yeah, we built Cylons. just replace them with better science fiction. Haha. I really think Oregon's a hard place to hide a body. I'm not sure if anyone else has thought this. Just people like hiking a bit too much out here. I had a biker get really mad. I've offended other people for other reasons, like I got drunk and I hit on your mom. That's somehow offensive. But some biker got mad. He's like, there's so many places to hide a body. I'm like, bro, I hike a lot. And if you fucking like go anywhere that's like reasonable, hiding a body just seems hard. Because someone's gonna find the body. It's gonna be the worst day of their life. It's gonna be the worst day of the rest of your life. I was thinking about this. I don't know what you say to a friend that has, I don't want to say what to a woman that's your friend that has a black eye, but maybe you should leave your boyfriend. Doesn't really go well over a bar. She's not going to leave him. She's going to get really mad at you for suggesting she doesn't trip over longboards in January. And then she'll like completely block you and all your other friends, and you're just like, oh, man. Should have just said hi to the dude. I didn't know I was white trash until I was huffing glue in a cornfield. I got abducted by aliens. And then I knew. I really knew. Because that's a wrap at that point. You're just... Some people complain about the anal probe, but they just fucking milked me. They milked me for a long time. I think there might be a planet in me somewhere. Just a scary thought. Just a bunch of mosquitoes and moose that look vaguely like me. I kind of look like I could heal leprosy with a good hug. I look like if Dave Grohl got hooked on meth and started robbing banks in this area, I'd be fucked. And I'd be being interrogated, and they show me a picture of Dave Grohl robbing a bank and be like, that's Dave Grohl. And they're like, what would Dave Grohl be doing robbing banks? And it's like, obviously it was the meth that I started this joke with. I look like if I pass a McDonald's, I'm so broke that my phone just logs into their Wi-Fi. I've had a lot of good life experiences. Like one of my best life experiences was when I accidentally started a trap house. And that's just like where you don't realize if you put 3 dudes into a house other than you, they're gonna all get really addicted to meth. And then you just own cars that don't belong to you. And you're just like, this is not worth the rent money. The best part of like owning a trap house is that tweakers give you way more respect because they know you can shut it down at any time. They're just like, you can just move. And then this would just be a house without all the meth. I had a buddy named Twitch. Anybody grow up with a kid named Twitch? Anyone have good like friend nicknames? His name was Twitch because he would twitch from meth. That's pretty much how it happened. He tried to stab someone in front of me one time, but then stopped because I was in the room. He was fairly sure I would talk to the police. I would not have, but I'm glad this dude didn't get stabbed. The other guy ran all the way through the house and just jumped out of a, what's that thing? You have like a screen in a window? So he jumps through this window with a screen and just keeps running with it down the street. Sprinting while holding this screen. He's just like, "Pop, got it!" And just tweaker sprinted his way away from the knife. And that was a good story. I've saved some lives. Most recently I saved a life because I told a friend not to eat acid on a 6-hour plane ride. He's like, "No, I think it's going to be a great idea." I'm like, "No, it's not going to be a great idea." Like, you ever get paranoid? Like, everyone's looking at you and you're just like too close to people? Yeah, that's an airplane. You can't go anywhere. You can't get off the airplane. I had another friend that wanted to fucking eat acid and go to Chuck E. Cheese. And I was just like, no. Hey, I don't think they'll let us in. I went to Chuck E. Cheese recently. And they get really weird if you show up early for a birthday party. Hey, it's a lot like a strip club. It's not a lot like a strip club. They have a bouncer that's legit, except this girl's like 17 and she's looking for the kid. So she puts a number on you that says doesn't have a kid. So you don't walk out with another kid that also has a number on them that says with someone else. Chuck E. Cheese has a 2-drink maximum. If you ever try and order a drink, you better hope that they can find someone that can serve that drink to you, because I couldn't find that guy. All right, guys, thank you so much. Thomas returned.
I can't get it out. You guys keep it going for Thomas. And keep it going for alcoholism. I feel like sometimes, like, the only reason I do comedy is just an excuse to be out drinking every night. It's a true story. Look, everyone here, like, I know there's not a ton of people here, but, like, we need to wake up a little bit. Like, are you guys gonna help me? Like, if you guys, like, you know, like, let's pick this up. Can everybody give me a fucking woo? Woo! There you go. Ton of fucking Ric Flair fans in here. Thank you. I've been yelling fucking woo my entire life until someone was like, "Oh, right on, Ric Flair." And I was like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, Ric Flair, the old school wrestler. That's his fucking catchphrase." I was like, "The natural noise you make when you're excited is his fucking catchphrase? How did that shit happen?" Right? Like, that just seemed like lazy. It seemed like if I was having a conversation with someone, like, "Hey, remember that guy from that thing?" And you're like, "Oh, yeah." I'm like, "Oh, right on, Kool-Aid Man." Oh, yeah. The Kool-Aid Man says that. You guys remember how he says that? You know? I didn't say, "Oh, yeah." Well, I said, "Oh, yeah." Does anyone here like fucking wrestling at all? You guys like wrestling. Someone over here. Who's your favorite wrestler? It doesn't matter who your favorite wrestler is. That's a rock joke, if you guys aren't clear. You know what? Let's just keep it going, guys. All right. I'm glad we woke up a little bit here. Our next comic's really going to fucking wake this room up. Probably, maybe. Let's see what happens. Everybody keep it going for Bram or whatever.
Whoever the fuck this guy is, give it up! I hope he's got what it takes. I visited my mom today. What did you do? What have you been up to? I'm a good guy. I'm moral. I visited my mom today. Thank you. That was supposed to get an applause. Anybody? We got no moms. We got no moms in the audience. If any of you had real lives, you would feel good that a son is visited. But you're all just fucking wasting your shit away because the world's gonna end. The apocalypse is coming. Don't have kids. That's all bullshit. Sorry, I took a shot of whiskey before I came up here. I'm not gonna go all weird. Back to the, okay, so I visited my mom. And my mom said the N-word today. Again? No. No, not again. Well, technically, yeah, again. She said it on Christmas this year, but she said it with the instead of the at the end. And that was her, she brought it up when I visited her, and she's like, "Remember when everybody freaked out because I said," and then she said it again, but this time she said it with the R. I was like, "Mom, you You cannot do that. She's like, no, but remember they got mad at me because I said it with the AH at the end, and then it's like, no, Mom, that is not any part of the issue anymore. We're not worried about how you're saying it. It's just the fact that you want to say that word is the complete reason why we can't do a podcast. This is what we just can't anymore, Mom. Not that she would honestly probably do a pretty good podcast about being scared of things. Okay, no moms in the audience. You guys just don't get it. No, I'm sorry. I only say the N-word when I'm on mushrooms. That's it's not like on purpose. Sometimes it just happens, but then other times it's kind of on purpose, because when you're on mushrooms, you can just when people look at you funny, you'd be like, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm tripping balls right now. I'm not. Like, mushrooms is the best time to ask all your friends if, like, hey, can I suck your dick? And then when they look at you weird, you're just like, no, I'm on mushrooms. I don't know what the fuck that came from. That was weird. But seriously, later. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. I've got a daughter, so, yeah, you know, I got her name tattooed on me, so, yeah, we're getting pretty tight, you know? I did it myself in my apartment. I tattoo. Yeah, I got a man here who, sir, if you want a tattoo later, I'll do it, but it's going to cost you a lot, and it's not going to be a very good one. So, however that puts you on the spectrum of, like, getting a tattoo tonight from a stranger.
Tattoos from strangers are the best.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, you came to the right place. Welcome to the Ming Lounge, everybody. That's what we're doing here. But yeah, so I also tattooed my name on my daughter. Yeah, she's only 4, so I didn't have to convince her or hold her down. It was just a matter of, wait, that doesn't make sense. I totally had to hold her down, but it was easy is what I'm trying to say. Okay, that's not funny, that's just mean. God, don't be mean, they don't like it when you're mean. Oh my God, okay, so my daughter walked in on me smoking weed, and it's just like, okay, now I can't have fun anymore. Now we're done. This is it. So I had to like get one. I just don't want her to like pick up bad habits. So I got one of those 5 foot tall bongs. Like, sorry girl, like you must be this high to get this high. Like you're not. Maybe for your quinceañera if you're lucky. My next wife is gonna be Mexican, so it won't be cultural appropriation. It's above board. That's the plan. Is it wrong? If I'm helping an immigrant mom, then is it okay? Is that less offensive or more? I'm honestly not even sexualizing the fact that she's Mexican. I'm just looking for someone in need and a reason to have a quinceañera. This is not going anywhere. This is why we go to the back of a Chinese restaurant to do this shit. But yeah. She likes to take off all her clothes and chase me around the house. So I have to lock the deadbolt now, because I just can't have somebody walking in on that. I can't stop her, because if I fight her, then I'm like wrestling with a naked child. And then if I just stand there and let her do whatever she wants, she'll like dance on me, and she gets all weird. There's not even music playing. She just wants to shake her like underwear on still, but like still, like this is very weird. Like if you weren't my child, this would be another whole situation that I wouldn't know how to handle. And it's just like, obviously I'm not enjoying it because you're tiny and you're my daughter, but you know, so you just lock the door so nobody walks in on you, playing video games, weed smoke in the air with a dancing toddler in your living room. You don't want someone to walk in on that. As fun as it is, by the way. I recommend having a kid just so you can have a dancing this isn't going anywhere. Okay, guys. It's hard. It's hard to know what's funny and what's just disgusting sometimes. But I can tell when you can feel it pull back, and then you just gotta say, nope, I'm not racist. And then you're good, and it's cool. I'm not racist. I'm not. Trust me. I'm not racist or sexist. It's cool. I love women. I love all the races. If you single one race out, it's bad. I just love all the races. If you say I love Puerto Ricans, people are like, why did you think we didn't think you liked Puerto Ricans? Why'd you pick that one? Like, for instance, I really like half Japanese, half Mexican men because
that's who my wife cheated on me with. So they're my favorite type of people because I don't want you to know that secretly every single one of them pisses me off. Secretly, so don't tell, but like I love them. It's not racist. I'm not racist, we're joking. I love full Japanese men, full Mexican women, the children they create. It's all good. I'm not mad. I'm not raising a daughter alone while my wife's out fucking some half Japanese, half Mexican man. If I were, I'd be a racist. That's not happening to me right now. Anyways. So, I have a thing for cougars whose sons have died. He gets it. He gets it. Yeah, it's good. It's like, oh no. He would have been my age. He died when he was 14. Oh man. So you never got to like buy him a car. Right? Maybe we can help each other out. Anyway, thanks guys. I'm Brad. Have a good night.
Brent Kennedy, everybody, let's keep it going. Oh my goodness. I'm not racist. I'm not racist. That's got to join the list of I didn't molest that kid as things that people just shouldn't shout and expect to be believed, right? If you see somebody yelling, I didn't molest that kid, I don't know, man. He's probably racist, is what I guess. I don't know. I don't think Bram's a racist. I mean, I'm not very smart, so I don't know if I'm really a good judge on that or not. I don't know. You guys, good golly. Try to amp it up here, and I'm just going to come and suck the energy right out of the fucking room. Just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. Superheroes. We're talking about saints earlier. I was talking about we need new saints. I think we need new superheroes, too. More reflective, you know? More reflective of the superheroes of the time. Sesame Street had a character a few years ago that was intended to be more reflective. They've done it a few times with different subjects. They had a character whose dad was in prison. Thought that was kind of cool, you know, because that's a reality. People out there, they shouldn't feel like they're fucking freaks. They're not represented in the world, especially if you're just a fucking kid. I mean, never mind the parent, right? I was thinking, what about superheroes, right? There's kids out there that read comic books and their parents are kind of fucked up. Maybe living on the outskirts, maybe not normal. So I was thinking like Copper Stripper. Copper Stripper. She's a stripper by day. At night, she's a meth addict whose power is to disassemble electronics very rapidly. Right? Soylent Green Card. Soylent Green Card. It is a completely vegan individual. They are a completely vegan individual, legally documented. Their power, they don't offend anybody. Soylent Green Card. How about Pete Treyarch? Pete Treyarch is a single-celled organism. He's the leader of the group. Single-celled organism. Like, what's his power? He's a Y chromosome. It's the most powerful thing in the world. It's true, you guys. It's a male chromosome for you people who didn't catch on to that. Or the fact that he's named Patriarch, you know. It's a double entendre because he lives in a petri dish, but he's also part of the patriarchy. It's Pete, and his name's Pete. So it's a triple entendre. Which is probably why it didn't land, because the rule of threes doesn't apply to entendres.
Would that be a tron-tendre?
A tron-tendre?
Tron-tendre.
Tron-tendre? See, that's exactly why they don't work. Exactly. That's exactly why they don't work, guys. That's where I stopped writing superheroes, by the way, because it started to get kind of racist, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. It's not funny. Just the puns. If you do enough puns, eventually something's going to get racist. It just happens. Puns are terrible. They're the worst. That's why they're dad jokes. I went out with a girl. She said she liked dad jokes. We were on a date, so I just started saying kind of homophobic stuff about the waiters, because that's my dad's jokes. So didn't go over very well. I'm still single, if you're feeling it. If you are feeling it, by the way, that is one of the diagnostic statistics, DSM guides, so that you have issues. Seriously. I'm not right for anybody. Not even me, you guys. It's true. She's feeling it. I'm sorry he walked out on you. You guys, coming to this. It's all right. If you just connect with one person in the world, even if it's just, you know, like pity, like she recognizes the trauma and she's like, that is upsetting to watch. That is upsetting. I'm the kind of comedian that people have they press 9-1 and then they just hold their finger over 1 until I'm done with my set. It's happened. It's literally happened. She's like, are you okay, honey? Would you like me to call a doctor? Or do you just want some tea? I took the tea. It was great. You guys come to the stage as somebody who's new to us this evening. I'm very excited to see it. When two comedians travel together, you know that you've got people with social skills, or one of them has a car, and we're excited to hear about it. Very jazz. Let's give it up for Mr. Bobby Spiker!
Thank you. Keep it going for meth and vaginal infections and all the stuff that I've learned about tonight. Ow! Jesus. So I'll keep it going. Who's commenting on porn videos? Is it you?
That is me.
Yes. Who is, especially like, I don't know, how I feel after masturbation, like to comment, to hang out and like comment on stuff. It's bizarre. I don't get it. Anyways, I like a big dick in porn. When I watch porn, I like a and I'm not gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just very comfortable with what I want in my porn. I really feel. I feel like this is the prime of my life right now. The prime of my life. I'm almost 40 years old, and I feel like I'm the best looking that I've ever been. I'm gonna pretend like there's people over here for the camera. There, hey. But yeah, I really like I kind of slid into like a 6 or 6.5 out of 10 around 38 years old. And it's really working for me. I'm trying to take advantage of it. The whole beard thing, it hides my soft chin and my small upper lip. So yeah, I'm just I'm really hitting it in stride. What else? I went on the Tinder this morning to try and like get some it really just bums me out. It's like I can't help who I'm attracted to, and it's like I'll have like one like girl I'm kind of attracted to, like do the it's a match thing, and then like 80 girls that I'm attracted to that don't like me, and I end up feeling terrible. I just but you know, I'll get back after it tomorrow morning. So what else do I have? I'm like I said, I'm comfortable with myself. I'm aware that I'm like a sliver of DNA away from being gay. I just like that sliver is just not attracted to fucking men. It's just not, and not that there's anything wrong with that. But think about this: like, if I've ever questioned it, and bear with me here. So, and I've thought about this a lot too. So, would you rather, like, this is for straight males, I guess. Would you rather suck a dick, like the one I was talking about earlier, like a good-looking dick, or make out with a guy? Like I think about this, and I'd rather suck the dick, and that's how I know I'm not gay. Is because making out is like very intimate, and like there's just like something about that's more and then sucking a dick is like sucking a dick, you know? No, suck a dick. Anyways, Bobby Spiker, thank you.
You guys keep it going for Bobby. Ooh. I don't know. There's a lot of like talk about like race tonight. I feel like most like comedy events in Portland are about one less person of color away from being a questionable gathering of people. You know, there's a lot of fucking white people up here. I moved here from from Houston, and I like living in Portland. I can do things in Portland I couldn't do in Houston, like walk alone at night. Yeah, like in Houston, I was literally robbed getting off a train, and I had a crackhead hop on my pegs and tell me to keep riding. Yeah, and we can just forget about the fact that my bike had pegs on it, because we all made mistakes when we were younger. I just think, even like you guys' comedy up here, I went to San Francisco and did some comedy down there, and like immediately a fight broke out. And like I had been to the Bay Area a couple times, and I was like, I thought like Oakland was the rough part of the Bay Area. So like, if this shit happens in San Francisco, like what the fuck happens in Oakland, right? So like I figured like most open mics get a light when you have a minute left, right? I just figure in Oakland, instead of getting a light, you just hear the host safety on their gun click off. Which is obviously a joke, because real gangsters don't use safeties. That's why you always hear about them shooting their dicks off, right? Anyways, our next comic, I'm sure, has now shot their dick off. I'm probably going to butcher whatever this name is, or however, there's only a single name on it. I didn't get a last name. It's like Cher. Alright, anyways. Everybody give it up for Ahmad. Ahmad, yeah? Okay, alright.
Hi.
Hi, Ahmad.
This is my second time, so bear with me. So I'm from Florida, and I was at the zoo, and I decided to go to the gorilla exhibit. And there was a little kid there. He was trying to get the gorilla's attention. He was just and the gorilla wasn't paying him any attention, and the poor kid was just going at it. Finally, he looked over to me and said, "Hey, mister, you can do it better. Get him." He's still in the hospital. And I know what some of y'all are thinking, "Oh, he's a bad guy. He hurt a kid." I did one move. So I didn't hurt him, but the ground did. I found out that my girlfriend isn't the sharpest cookie in the tool shed. And I found that out when she told me that she's not the sharpest cookie in the tool shed. I decided to break up with her. But before I broke up with her, we was having sex, and I got off before she got off, and then I got off. And she was frustrated, and she said, "You know, you're as useless in bed as Stephen Hawking in an MMA fight." And I said, "At least I can." I have a lot of white friends, and this New Year's they decided to throw a 1940s themed party, and I didn't know what to wear, so I wore a noose. And my Jewish friend Abraham, he came dressed as an easy bake oven. Guess who's not invited to parties anymore? I was downtown earlier, and this homeless guy walked up to me like he knew me. He was like, "Hey, my friend, how are you?" And I was like, I'm fine, how are you?" He was like, "I'm good. You think you can loan me $20? And so I did what any sane person would do. There was no one behind me. I turned back around, and he was still looking at me. And so I did what any insane person would do. "You think you can loan me $20 too while you're at it?" I turned back around, and he was walking away, and that's how you get rid of a homeless con man. That's all I have. Thank you.
keep it going for a lot, everybody. Very good second effort, sir. Very good indeed. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm gonna extemporaneously just talk about myself real quick here. By extemporaneous, I mean I read notes, but I didn't bring them on stage, so I'm gonna pretend that this is just off the cuff. I don't date any people in here, dating type people. You guys are in each other's laps. I assume there's something going on there. That's no liars.
We're just friends.
Yeah, that's what they always say about me too. Oh my goodness, you guys. No, I don't date. I used to, and not because of a proclivity, but because of really an avoidance of good jobs. I tended to date inappropriately young women just because I would work like the kind of jobs a fucking idiot would have, you know, like just working with, well, basically the women I was working weren't idiots. They were working age-appropriate fucking jobs. But I'm, you know, like a 35-year-old, like fucking putting hot milk in coffee and calling that a career, you know. But I'm a lot like Job Corps, you know. I'm a lot like Job Corps. I'm that thing you do in your 20s and then you leave as soon as you've got options, you know. It's true. It's absolutely true. I found out there's a thing, you know, because especially when you get real old, which I am, and you date young. But there's communication problems. There really are cultural communication differences, and you find a lot of stuff out. I found out, for example, that when your girlfriend says, "I'm moving to South Korea for a year to teach English to South Korean children," that's really just a passive aggressive breakup. Like that is not. Yeah, we should wait for me. You know, it's old fashioned. Just old fashioned. I do like young people though. I do. Because gravity hasn't done to them what it's done to me yet. That's kind of nice. It's kind of novel, you know. That's not really true. I've started to age into appreciating old ass fucking haggard women. I really do. I like pendulous breasts now, you know what I'm saying? Like, they call them, like, I don't know what they call them, saggers, hangers? I don't even know. I don't date, so I don't need to have the right words, because I'm not going to piss anybody in the real world off with that stuff. But I like a fucking, you know, like a body that's been around the fucking block, you know what I mean? I like a vagina that looks like you don't want to run into it in a dark alley, you know? Like, that vagina might hold you up for some fucking money or something. Like, it's got secrets. I like a vagina that kind of look like Jason Mantzoukas' face. You guys know Jason Mantzoukas? Just imagine a vagina that looks like this. Just imagine a face vagina. That suits you. You're there. Just imagine. Let's see. What could I say? That's so wrong. What's the name of the woman who did the song called Tyrone? Erykah Badu. Just imagine Erykah Badu's hair if she took all the fucking wraps out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I like with a box, you know? That's what I'm into. Just put that out there. So if you've got a real fucking beat up vagina, hit me up later on. I don't care if it's in a box either, you know, I don't really, whatever. I take the, you know, never mind, guys, you're all over the place. It's not right at all, you guys. Come to the stage. It's so bad, I just didn't try it all this week. Can you tell? You know what I put all my effort into this week? Not killing myself. I fucking succeeded so far. Give it till, what is it? Does the week end on Sunday? So it's Saturday at midnight? Alright, I got about 25 hours, you guys. We'll see. It's on a fucking thread. I'm out of weed too. That's fucking brutal. Sucks, you guys. I'll tell you what, man, I'm looking for this person to get me through the weekend right here. This person coming to the stage right now, he's the fix that we need. He's the coker in the system. Let's give it up for the fabulous, the engaging, the entertaining, Mr. Trevor Coker, everybody!
I wouldn't bet on it. Come on. Don't make me look like a fool. Okay, we're good. So, don't worry guys, I'm not gonna try and get some high energy out of you. I can feel it, and honestly, me too. I had a rough day at work. Mostly because the lady was real nice, and she was like, I got cookies and drinks for you guys, and then she had to give us orange juice, and I was like, oh my god, that's so sweet. And then I noticed it was fucking high pulp orange juice. I was like, what kind of sick fucking joke is this? High pulp? I'm not fucking hoity-toity, I'll take pulp, but high pulp? You're gonna take the leftovers of oranges that you squeezed and shove it in a fucking bottle and call that orange juice? It's bullshit. So, the other day I was cuddling with my girlfriend, because I'm one of those happy comedians. I got things going on. And she was like squirming around, and I was like, what's wrong? And she was like, can you just fucking be more like a pillow? And I was like, I am eating fast food as quick as I can, but it's giving me a lot of diarrhea, and I think I'm working backwards, to be totally honest. I'm losing weight by the week. She also told me she used to live in Seattle, and there's a roundabout where people would run into it trying to kill themselves. And I was like, so what did they do? And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, did they like put a guardrail up or like put a sign being like, please don't? And she's like, no, they just rebuild it. How fucking depressing is that job? That you come in the next week and they're like, hey, you remember that roundabout we built where we had to scrape all the blood and guts off of it and then build it back up? It's broken. There's a lot more blood, so we need to get back there ASAP. I've always wanted to get married. I know that's pretty fucking dorky for Portland. Apparently nobody else has that dream, but it died pretty quick when I talked to married people. Because anybody, like, I was taking a class with this one guy and he was like, are you married? And I was like, no. And he's like, don't. And I was like, okay. And he was like, I was like, what's so bad about it? And he's like, she's just fucking always there. And I was like, well, she is standing right next to you. And he's like, that's my point. She's always fucking there. And I was like, that's rough, man. So you guys ever heard that saying, you should dance like nobody's watching? I feel like there should be an amendment to that saying that if you are a man and nobody is watching, don't dance. Don't do it. I got out of the shower and Lizzo was on, and I was feeling pretty confident, and I caught a glimpse of myself naked in the mirror dancing, and all I heard was, would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. And no, I don't need my balls tucked behind me to dance naked in the bathroom, but that's how I feel most free. A couple years back, there was this German man who went to jail because he ate a guy. And the interesting part was that they like met up on the internet, and he was like, I want to be eaten. And he was like, crazy, I want to eat somebody. And it was a match made in heaven. But first they cooked up his dick, and I've listened to so much true crime that the first thought that came to my head was like, that must be a lot of pressure. Because I've tried to cook other people's meat at a barbecue, and they're always like over your shoulder. Could you imagine this guy? He's like woozy, he's like, you gonna use a fork? You're getting all the juices. You got one of these, man. Come on. Is that non-stick? Jesus. I was watching a documentary about one of the tribal people, and they were wearing the loincloths, and it just fucking hit me that that's not like out of necessity. Like if you know how to make a loincloth, you understand clothing. You can cover up your butt cheeks. That's a fucking choice that they make, that they want to hang butt cheeks. And I bet it passes down from generation to generation. Like some kid comes up to his grandma and he's like, why I get bit every single day by spiders and bugs and all sorts of creatures on my butt. Can we just cover it up? She's like, no, it's tradition. That's why you don't respect your elders. So I feel like millennials get a lot of shit, but they never talk about like what we're really good at. And like, I feel like especially us, we were so good at dying young at like just mundane things, you know? Like there was always something on the news that would be like, kids are putting carrots in their ears, and it's an epidemic. Every kid is putting a carrot in his ear. It's fucked up. We gotta stop this, and people would be confused. They'd be like, do we ban carrots, or just hope that they figure it out when enough die? I don't know, but I think we deserve some appreciation, because kids are fucking lame as shit nowadays. They don't even fucking die. They like going on the stock market. Assholes. So I found out that Portland's got a whole bunch of sexual predators. And I gotta wonder, like, do you think the mustaches came first? And then all the sexual predators were like, perfect! This is the perfect opportunity, nobody's gonna find out. Or was it like the sexual predators were here and they were like, I guess mustaches is the thing to have here in Portland. Chris? That's it for me. I was totally covered.
Keep it going for Trevor. Oh man, it's kind of a weird night. Speaking of weird, I have a bunch of kids, and my two sons fucking they've synced up their poops. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this is a thing. It's a thing. And in my house, like next to our toilet, there's a little toddler potty, and they literally sit next to each other while they poop together. And it's fucking adorable. It's adorable for the most part. They're 3 and 7. The only problem is the toddler potty is only used now, like in this context, right? And the toddler potty is essentially a bucket, okay, that I get to clean out afterwards. And I'm always like just amazed at how much shit can come out of someone so small, you know? It's very odd. Well, it's not odd. Whatever. The poops are bigger than the fucking kid. Fucking weird. You guys know how funny poop is, right? Like poop's hilarious. Just like imagine like when you're 7, it's like funny on fucking steroids. Okay. Like my 7-year-old is in this phase right now where 90% of what he says is the word butthole. And I'm not exaggerating. Like he's just running around the house remixing every song he's ever heard with the word butthole. Just like butthole, 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 eat my butthole, eat my butthole. No, we don't say eat my butthole. Why? Just don't say eat my butthole. Why do people like actually? No, just don't fucking say eat my butthole, right? Alright, you guys, let's keep it going. Our next comic, I'm not having to walk over here to read their name. Let's keep it going right now for Rob Alton. Alright.
Actually, that's exactly how it's pronounced. It's Italian. Yeah, so turns out archaeologists don't know shit. You know, these PhDs that get paid to give you answers. Hey, why does the sky blue? Oh, well, it's very complicated, but, my PhD will tell you blah, 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 blah. So the question is, all right, so who built the pyramids? Now, I know, just like all of you, that I got my degree from Discovery Channel, and that crazy guy with the hair that says the aliens built the pyramids, but it's all bullshit. Because they'll tell you that the ancient Egyptians built the pyramids. Bullshit! These pyramids were built 5,000 years ago. Do we believe that the pharaohs were calling this country, their kingdom, Egypt? Was Pharaoh somebody or other sitting down next to his Flintstone radio and saying, my fellow Egyptians? Nah, of course not. Now the thing is that Egypt, the modern country, that northern African location, is not the only place with its pyramids. There are pyramids all over the world. And I realize that, oh, well, see you. I'll talk to you later, man. It's that good. Yeah, there are pyramids all throughout the world. Mexico has pyramids. So I want to know, why do the Egyptians get to take credit for their pyramids when the Mexicans don't? We'll say, anybody on the earth will say, the ancient Egyptians built the pyramids. Nobody says the ancient Mexicans built the pyramids. Nobody says that. Now, it's not racist because I'm half Aztec, so. Thank you, I'm here all night. So, yeah, as it turns out, I just quit grad school.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you're applauding the quitting or the quitter. But, yeah, I just couldn't keep up. It was tough. And I figured, okay, well, you know what? I got to do something. Instead of quitting, well, this is before I made the decision to get the fuck out of there. I'm like, okay, well, I got to do something about this. So it turns out, you know that movie Limitless, where the Bradley Cooper buys these pills to make him super smart? Right, yeah, awesome movie, by the way. Turns out those pills are a real deal. They actually exist. And a friend of mine turned me on to them. And he says, Rob, they're great. They make you super smart. They don't make you look like Bradley Cooper. But I put it to the test, and I can say that they don't. Anyhow, I sent away to Thailand for these pills. Cost me $100. Yes, Thailand. And it's every bit as good as you think it is. However, these pills don't necessarily make you smart so much as focused. Now, I'm staring at this page of incomprehensible gobbledygook for 15 hours. I am not kidding. Focus like a motherfucker. No bit smarter. So I figured, okay, well, this is not working, right? Now, when I got the pills in the mail, they mentioned, hey, you know, you don't have to take the whole pill. You could, by the way, cut them in half. Which, of course, provides for me a very existential question. And that is, how stupid are you? Are you half pill stupid? Or are you full pill stupid? So I'm looking at this pill and I'm really I'm like, shit, I don't know how stupid I am. Now bear in mind, in 6th grade, I was put in a special, you know, the advanced class for special kids saying, you know, oh, you're super special and smart and all this because I wear glasses. And then I was promptly taken out of the class maybe 3 weeks later. So I don't know where I land on the smartness scale. So I figured, okay, well, you know, smart pills from Thailand, I'll give it a go. And I'm provided with this opportunity to decide how smart or stupid I am. And I decide I'm going to go for broke and cut the pill in half. Maybe I'm not as stupid as I think I am. I just need a little bump. Yeah, I didn't need a bump. I needed a collision. I cut the pill in half. I go and sit in front of this desk, 15 hours, staring at gobbledygook, have no idea what I'm looking at. Next day, all right, I'm going full pill stupid. Full pill stupid, 22 hours, and I'm talking to a friend of mine later, and he says, you know what that is? I said, I have no idea what I'm taking. Bradley Cooper took it. I'm sure it's fine. He says, no, that's Adderall. It's just it's a chemical that's similar to Adderall. He's got a PhD in chemistry and owns a little dildo making company here in Portland. No shit. And feels like the real thing. Anyhow, so I said, are you kidding? He says, no, it's just straight up Adderall. I said, well, you know, I didn't really feel that much smarter. He goes, yeah, these kids are idiots. They're not smarter. They're not calmer. They're just focused and sitting down at a table staring at a piece of paper that they don't understand. I'm like, that's exactly what happened to me. Yeah, well, welcome to idiocy. I'm like, okay, well, thank you. Yeah, so I just moved to Portland here a couple years ago, and I have to say that Portland drivers are the most courteous. Oh, you've heard this joke. The most courteous. Got it. But I love your t-shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
I do. I want that t-shirt. So anyhow, all right, in 30 seconds or less, just moved to Portland. You guys are the most courteous, friendly, infuriating drivers I've ever seen. I think the oregano salute is yes, please go ahead. And so the idea here is, as these people are stopping for no good reason, I've decided, okay, well, I've got to figure out a way to calm my nerves because I moved from Florida. You know, Florida is the place where the farther north you go, the farther south you get, right? So we drive in Florida where as the light turns green, you wait a couple of seconds because there's going to be 15 cars that go through that red light, right? You can tell the tourists because they're the ones that get T-boned. Anyhow, so I get here and I've decided, okay, I need a mantra to keep my calm as these idiots are stopping for no reason. And I've come up with the mantra. The mantra is, fucking go, fucking go, fucking go, fucking go, fucking go. And it works, I swear to God, it works. I feel so much better. All right, thank you so much.
Let's keep it going, everybody! Hey, absolutely. Have a great night, Bobby. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm currently not conventionally employed, and by conventionally I mean at all. And so I'm kind of trying to find the right gig. I'm trying to find the right gig for me, and I think the gig that is right for me is Messiah. Messiah. I think that looks like the right gig. Like, isn't a Messiah? Messiah is basically just like being unemployed, but with lectures, right? Isn't that what the deal is? Here's the problem with being a Messiah, though, right? It's not the Messiah gig, because the unemployed with lectures thing, I mean, we're already kind of doing that. Every YouTuber's basically doing that. It's the fucking prophets. The prophets are the problem with being a Messiah, right? I can tell you as a person, as a local comedian who's got about 5 or 6 people who identify as fans of mine, that at this level, anybody who looks up to you is fucking garbage. And that, I'm fucking, not James, he's sweet, but everybody else. I mean, if you're a Messiah and you've got 4 followers, you know what I'm saying? Like you're just better than 4 people. Like there are 4 guys who couldn't even figure out unemployed with lecture. You know, they came to you, they thought you were the fucking innovator for that, you guys. Coming to the stage is going to be our headline comedian this evening. He is going to close it out for us in epic fashion. He fucking did a barn burner last time. Let's see if he's got it in the tank again this week. Let's give it up for the fast and furious Mr. Ed Quick, everybody!
Thank you very much. So, anyways, you ever heard that saying, men, or actually, the saying actually goes, all men are dogs. I kind of thought about that for a while, and I was like, what's up with that? Why is that? Where did that come from? Why would there be this saying that all men are dogs? So I did a little research, and what I found was it's actually an analogy in reference to that both men and dogs are alike in that they both will literally hump anything. I was like, yeah, you know what? I think there could be something to that. But I was like, why? Why are men so horny? Why are men so much more horny than dogs? One word: testosterone. Testosterone makes a man aggressive and horny. Most men are sexually frustrated. You go to any bookstore, magazine store, where they sell a variety of magazines, and 99% of them are pictures of women either nude or pictures of women looking sexy. Anything can set a man off. A whiff of perfume, a piece of pumpkin pie, strawberries, oysters, a red dress, a tickle fight, long, boring car rides, even catching a glimpse of his own naked body in the mirror can set him off. Fear. The fear boner. You're scared, but your brain decides maybe you're horny instead. A healthy man can have up to 400 times more testosterone than a woman. Thus the saying, horny as a goat. Testosterone affects our thoughts. We're victims.
It makes us uncontrollably horny and eager for sex. Men love to masturbate. We do it for relief. And sometimes there's nothing better for a man than to just take a little time out to recalibrate. By doing the one gun salute. You ever get like that? Like you just want to drop it right on down into sixth? Little 5-on-1. Little 5-finger shovel. I'm telling you, man, I don't know what it is, but sometimes I just want to do some fly fishing, you know? Little hand gig. Little hand-to-gland combat, manual labor, wrist aerobics, audition the finger puppets, burp the baby, close the deal, fight the champ and free the slave. Sometimes I just want to get myself over 5. I don't know, maybe do some panning for white gold, run up a batch by hand, maybe make the rooster crow, box the clown, clean the shotgun, throw on the handbrake and molest the meal, churn some butter, knead some dough, defrost the fridge and grapple. And when I say grapple, man, I mean grapple. Grapple the gorilla. Like right now, if I could do anything right now, in the world, right now, I'd want to, oh my God, I'd want to bait some tuna. I'd want to beat some beaver, man. I'd want to club some clam fingers, some pie glaze, some donuts, itch the ditch and loop the tube. I just want to part the Red Sea, man. Pop some poodles, preheat the oven, maybe do a little work in the garden, you know? What about the 4-legged frolic? Oh my God, the horizontal jogging, interior decorating. I just want to put chat, man, in the box. Do some lap clapping, a little afternoon delight, sport bug, bonking, bounce the fridge around. I just want to bump some bellies, man. Drill for some oil, maybe do some mattress dancing, squeeze the lemon, grease the weasel, mash some fat, sing some sausage, stretch some meat, peel some goddamn fucking bananas. I just want to have some fish, man, on a fork. Take a nice little dive in the dark and empty the trash. I just want to go in and out like a fiddler's elbow. Up to my nuts and guts, stare at the ceiling and wind the clock. And what about the back door? Oh my God, the barking spider, the cigar burn, the golden rivet, the rusty bullet hole, the bat cave, the cornhole, the dookie hole, the bung hole, the portal, the rusty washer, the fudge tunnel, the Grand Canyon, the chocolate highway, the keister, the back fucking porch. Testosterone. The man's hormone. It's powerful. And yeah, you know, men are all dogs, and you know, we can't help it. Let's hear it for all the dogs out there tonight.
Hey, quick, everybody, let's keep it going for that. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh my goodness. And that has been your HotBox. I'm going to leave you with a little bit of something before I send you on your way this evening. I think I'm like everybody else. I feel sorry for myself a lot. I feel like I've got it worse off than a lot of other people. I watch these people though, you know, you see these rich people get divorced and it's like they're fighting over like a $15 million fucking house or whatever, hundreds of millions of dollars and stuff, and you think, God, man, these people just gotta hate each other, you know? It's gonna be a rough fighting over stuff like that. It scales. There's no, a $15 million house is just worth a lot to a rich person in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like poor people hate each other just as much. You ever seen a poor person break up? You ever seen a poor person break up in public, man? You think people fight over a $15 million house with venom? Have you ever seen people fight over the next bus? You don't fucking understand. If it's a bad fight, it is real fucking important that you get home first. Alright? Because when all you got is an old PlayStation 3, motherfucker, you better get home first. Because that shit's going outside. She's fucking nodding. She's throwing some shit on the lawn before. Good for you, girl. Good for you. I was to give women in this state, in this city, any advice, is get your screaming game right, okay? Just learn to scream right, man. There's a screaming code. There's a screaming code. I was walking around Northwest Portland over by this fucking shitty wine bar I don't like. Growlers, whatever. They like wine and beer over there. I was walking around and I heard this scream. And I'm kind of that fucking guy, you know, I heard that scream, you know that scream. And I come running around the corner thinking it's an I'm being assaulted scream, and it's a you fucked my sister scream. That's all I'm saying. Just throw some fucking articulation in there, you know. Just let us know what's going on, you guys. You guys, this has been HotBox. I've been Christopher Borat. This has been Hannah SK. You have been fabulous, and we are out of here. Ave HotBoxers, and good night. Woo!
I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, far away. Ricochet, you take your aim far away, far away. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium.
Let's do this shit for real. Come on now.